Good morning. It is me, the Holistic Healer, here with you again today. Today we are talking about A Course in Miracles, Lesson 21. I am determined to see things differently. I really like this lesson because, let me read to you. It says, the idea for today is obviously a continuation and an extension of the preceding one, because if you remember yesterday, the lesson was that we were determined to see. We wanted to see. We were surrendering to the fact that right here, right now, we're going to clean our slates to anything and everything we've ever learned or seen in our lives. And we were going to go, okay, I don't know what I'm seeing, but I'm declaring that I do want to see. I want that spiritual sight. I want to be able to see things through my higher vision, through my more positive, loving heart and soul, rather than through my ego, right? So today, now that we've opened ourselves up to seeing the truth, we're determined to see things differently. Okay. This time, however, specific mind searching periods are necessary. In addition to applying the idea to particular situations as they may arise. 5 practice periods are urged, allowing a full minute for each. So in the practice periods today, we're going to begin by repeating the idea to ourselves that I am determined to see things differently. So we're going to close our eyes and we're going to say, I am determined to see things differently. As we do this, Jesus is asking us to search our minds for, to carefully search our minds for situations from the past, the present, and the potential future that arouse anger in us. So today is a profound anger resolution day. Okay. We're saying that we want to see things differently. Instead of seeing things through anger and aggression, through being annoyed, we're going to take a different look at these situations and take a more loving approach to them. Okay. So it says the degree of emotion you experience does not matter. You will become increasingly aware that the slight twinge of annoyance is nothing but a veil drawn over intense fury. Try, therefore, not to let little thoughts of anger escape you in the practice periods. Remember that you do not really recognize what arouses you, what arouses anger in you. And nothing you believe in this connection means anything. So that's going back to our first lessons where we're like, okay, we have a clean slate. Nothing we've learned up till now means anything. So we're opening ourselves up to go, okay, I'm brand new. And everything that I've learned up until now has been the human ego way of thinking and learning and viewing things. So we're going to avoid that. We're going to clear, cancel, and delete that. And we're going to instead have a clean slate and looking at these and these situations that arise when we close our eyes and we say, I am determined to see things differently. And those situations that come up where you may feel angry or you may feel annoyed or you may feel hurt, whatever it is meant to heal today, whatever situations it's time for you to let go of, those are going to come up, and that's okay. The thing is that typically what we do as humans is when those situations do come up, we don't want to feel that. So we bounce it back down and we avoid it at all costs, right? Today, we're not going to do that. Today, we're going to be determined to see things differently. So we're going to have a lot of compassion, a lot of love. We're going to truly realize and keep in our minds when we do this that we're determined to see this things through the eyes of our higher selves, which means we're going to let go of any ego thinking that's keeping us angry or irritated. It also means that in our earlier lessons in A Course in Miracles, where Jesus teaches us that there's two ways to see things. We can have spiritual sight, which means we're seeing at a connected place where we're seeing through the eyes of ourselves as one with God. So we're seeing a higher vision, or we can see it the ego way, where we're all separate and each of us has our own undertaking of things. So today we're choosing that we're done with the undertaking. We're done with doing things our way. We're ready to do this in a completely connected space, completely centered, heart-filled space. Because when we do that and we truly re-look at situations that made us upset before, and we can fill them with love and fill them with compassion and fill them with the highest vibrations, oh, all of a sudden I see it differently. And then the anger melts away. The irritation, that goes away too. And what's left in its place? That feeling of forgiveness, that feeling of compassion, that feeling of, you know, when I look at this through my heart, it's not that big of a deal, right? It's not as big of a deal as we thought it was in the first place. So Jesus is telling us here, don't let the little thoughts of anger escape you. Remember that you do not really recognize the anger that arouses in you, and nothing that you believe in this connection means anything. Okay, so we read that part. You will probably be tempted to dwell more on some situations and persons than others, on the fallacious grounds that they are more obvious. This is not so. It is merely an example of the limited belief that some forms of attack are more justified than others. So as you search your mind today, guys, for all forms in which attack thoughts present themselves, hold each one in your mind for a while. Because when we're in our ego and the way we were looking at it was like, these are attack thoughts. People are attacking us, right? But we're going to say, I am determined to see so-and-so differently. Put in the person's name. I am determined to see blah, blah, blah differently. We're going to add in a specific situation, but we're going to do this with our eyes closed. So I am determined to see so-and-so differently. And then really feel that, really let that flow. Let yourself feel that and understand that in a higher perception. Okay. Today we're going to change our minds, because when we change our minds, we change our lives, guys. You absolutely cannot heal your mind with the same mind that you created it with, right? When we continue to do and say and feel the same things the same ways over and over and over, nothing changes. So we're changing that. We're going to see, hear, feel, and understand things with a higher perception. We're changing our minds to change our lives, okay? That's what this Course in Miracles is all about. It's the mind training, to train our minds differently, to train our minds on a higher level, not on the human level, because the human level is too judgmental. We want to train our minds to automatically go to divine thoughts, right? So that we're not staying down in the mud. We've done that. We've been in the mud for too many years. Now it's time for peace and understanding. It's time for miracles and being completely fulfilled in our lives. So it says, try to be as specific as possible. You may, for example, focus your anger on a particular attribute of a particular person, believing that the anger is limited to this aspect. If your perception is limited to this aspect, If your perception is suffering from this form of distortion, so when you're thinking of this people or situations and you can feel that your perception is still not quite up here, it's still down in the ego, say to yourself again, I am determined to see so and so differently. Say it again. Remind yourself, no, no, no. We're not seeing it like this. We're not going to do it like this. I have a choice. Remind yourself, I have a choice. I can have divine thoughts or I can have egoic thoughts. I'm choosing that I am determined to see it differently, starting right here, right now, today. Because when I see it through the eyes of love and see it through the eyes of the divine and see it through the eyes of God, I'm not angry. I'm not pissed off. I'm not rejecting my feelings. I'm just changing my mind and changing my perception to the thought that I just am going to see the situation differently in a more positive way. Okay. We're going to give compassion to these people that we're angry at today, you guys. We're going to send forgiveness and understanding. We're going to know today going forward that hurt people, okay? And those people that you're angry at that did things to you or that your mind thought did things to you probably have no idea that you're even mad at them, right? And if they do, they are hurting themselves. And that's why they have, quote unquote, attacked you. So remember that. Forgiveness above all else. Forgive, forget, and move on for you. You no longer need to carry this, okay? We're going to change our perception today. This is not a form of attack. This is just a veil being put over us that makes us think we are being attacked. It makes us think that we are victim-y. We're not. We're good. We got lots of really good things going on in our lives. And you know what? Today, right now, we are determined to see it differently. Okay. So take the time today and do this exercise. Close your eyes, go within, and tell yourself that you are determined to see blah, blah, blah differently. And view it through the eyes of love. View it through the eyes of God. And you will be amazed at how healing and how much better you feel. Okay. I love you all. I send you into your day with so much gratitude, so much love and compassion. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. God bless you, and namaste.